Hey everybody, I just wanted to make a quick video for basically just my subscribers, filling you guys in on what happened to my car. What was exactly the situation that was going on after my intake piping was fixed? Because I made a video, you guys saw that my intake piping was cracked and we fixed that, but the car kept misfiring. So we had to diagnose the problem. So the mechanic I was working with at the time did the oil leak down test to see if maybe there was signs of a piston being cracked. And there was very strong indications from the test that there actually was a piston that was cracked. Now, at that point, as many of you know, I started to work with strictly LTG, and we immediately started taking apart the engine. And once we got to the pistons, we found that they were all intact. There was no cracks in any of the pistons. The actual cause of why the car was not running properly still was the massive amount of oil in the cylinder. And the main reason for all that oil getting into the cylinders is not having a catch can. The PCV line in these cars, it's just so much pressure going on. Eventually, oil will get into your intake and it'll just make its way into the pistons and cylinders itself. I've learned a lot in a short amount of time having to go through an engine rebuild like this. And it's really been a blessing having somebody very experienced being able to show me the basics of how an engine works and how there are a lot of factors that affect certain things in a car. When I bought this car, I knew what a catch can was and what it was for, but I didn't realize how essential it was for the longevity and reliability of turbocharged vehicles and really just direct injected motors in general. So the last thing I want to touch on is why I took down the video of me telling you guys I had a cracked piston. For one, it's false information, obviously, because there was no cracked piston. It was fine when we found it. And for two, I came off more negative than I really wanted to in that video. It was, of course, a stressful day. I didn't know what was going to happen. I knew there was going to be an engine rebuild going on. So, I came off just more negative than I intended, really, because a lot of the opinions I had in that video do not carry over to today. I've learned a lot since then. I really have, having to go through this. So, yeah, in that video, a lot of people pointed out that I proceeded to blame Chevrolet when something went wrong in my car, even though I was the one who modified the car. And I will say that is absolutely right. I'm definitely not afraid to admit I'm wrong on that. Yeah, the main culprit, if there was any damage to the engine, was most likely the aftermarket too. That was not helping anything, especially not having a catch can on there first. So yeah, definitely should have had a catch can. And, of course, I'm not going to stand here and say that Chevrolet has the best build quality of all time, but it was definitely not the car's fault on why any of this happened. The car, I drove it hard for 65,000 miles on an aftermarket tune and didn't have a catch can on it. I wish I would have installed that catch can very early. So I'm glad we have it now. And we'll be making a video on it pretty soon. It's actually our own catch can. So anyway, the main thing that's important here is that I've learned a lot since that video, and I'm really glad that I have the means now to put out the right information for you guys. And I'm just happy that it's really turned 180 degrees in the opposite direction from when I made that video. It's really gone in a positive direction, this whole channel. And I think it's awesome that I get to bring you guys one of the first 2.0 turbo Camaro builds on YouTube. And we're going to continue to do just that. And I definitely want to thank everybody who watches my videos and supports this channel, because it will continue to grow and just get better from here. And I'll always remember the OG subscribers who got me through the tough hurdle that is building a YouTube channel. That first 1,000 is just slow grind. So you guys are awesome. Thank you for that. Now that I've had a chance to clear all that up, I think it is a perfect time for a celebratory beer, and no better item to use than the ZZP bottle opener. Let's see what we got here. We have Firestone Propagator Sea Hops. I have never had this before, but it looks delicious, and we will use the ZZP bottle opener. There. Oh my god, that's like a light IPA. That's good. Very interesting. I can't wait to start throwing our original parts on this car. It is going to be awesome. So stay tuned for that, and with that, I'll talk to you guys next time. See ya.